And guess what? We don't have a club doctor right now. We don't have a doctor. Are you kidding me? I heard Thiago had to go to the hospital because no one knows how to treat an ear infection. So as we're speaking, we're interviewing club doctors. So if you know one, tell him or her to send in the resume now. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Indian Scouser. Please smash a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Nottingham Forest 1, Liverpool Football Club 0. Where do I start from? The lineup. As soon as the lineup came out, I knew it was going to be an easy game because I didn't see Thiago's name. He wasn't on the bench. And then I found out that he has an ear infection. So we played Curtis Jones in a double pivot with Fabinho. And I knew we were going to play the youngsters like, Harvey Elliott and Carvalho because I knew Darwin wasn't going to be fit for the game. We weren't going to risk him, especially when we got the Champions League game tomorrow night, and we need a point from our last two games. Obviously, it's better to get the job done tomorrow so we can rest players on the final day at home against Napoli. But yeah, James Milner right back again. Turns out he was our best player, best outfield player, because Allison for me was our man of the match. Like without him, we would have lost by more than a goal, would have been 2-3-0. Not that I think Forest played that well, but we were just so bad. Like we were much, much worse than them. And without Allison this season, right now we would be in a relegation battle, you know. But as it stands, we're like what, eight, I guess. But again, after the Arsenal game, I said I was gonna look at the table. Let's take it game by game. We have to slowly climb up. After beating City and West Ham, it was only the second time this season that we won back-to-back league games, and the first time that we won 3 games in a row, if you count the Rangers Champions League game. And we've already had more defeats in the league this season than we did the whole of last season. We lost only 2 games last season. It was against, what was it? West Ham 3-2 and away to Leicester. Now this season, 11 games in, we've lost 3 games. We've lost all 3 games when we put on that white away kit to Man United, to Arsenal, now to Forest. United, Arsenal, you can say, okay, it's 2 from the big 6. And especially against Arsenal, we know what happened in that game. We're not going to go back to that. The refereeing decisions, like, it's just part of the game now. It is what it is. But against Forest, we had nothing. No creativity, no desire, no passion, lack of ideas. It was so bad. It was probably the worst game this season and probably one of the worst under Jurgen Klopp. I would put that in the top 5 worst performances. And where do we go from here? Yeah, you can blame FSG, but Klopp deserves as much blame as the owners right now. He literally said it in the summer in an interview. saying, why do we need another midfielder? We've got enough. Curtis Jones ain't good enough. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. I don't care that he just returned from his injury. Oxlade Chamberlain is not good enough. Coming on as if he can change the game. Relying on the youngsters, both 19 years of age. Harvey and Carvalho. And they played all right, man. But you can't expect these guys to, lift the team and carry us, especially when Diaz is out, Jota is out, Salah was isolated. I don't know if Bobby played that day. Darwin wasn't fit. And guess what? We don't have a club doctor right now. We don't have a doctor. Are you kidding me? I heard Thiago had to go to the hospital because no one knows how to treat an ear infection. So as we're speaking, we're interviewing club doctors. So if you know one, tell him or her to send in the resume now. Absolutely shambolic, man. First half, I think apart from that one Carvalho's chance, I don't know what to say. Oh, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk. I know his job is not to score goals, but when you're in the position that he was in, you have to find the net twice. Twice. Especially the first one in the first half. You try to hit it across to Bobby. Why? Go for the goal, man. You were onside as well. That's one of the attributes that you have in your game offensively is to hit the ball in the back of the net. Second half, I get it. Towards the end, it was on your left foot. Whether you're trying to score or assist, I don't know. But you have to put them away. And obviously, right at the death, when Alisson came up as well, another chance, another header by Van Dijk. It was a great save by Dean Henderson. But we couldn't break them down. A low block team again. And guess who scores the winner? Our former player. Nico Williams, another former player who played left back. He played well. He was motivated. You lot sold me and what? Now you're playing James Milner right back. 37 years old James Milner. And Trent's understudy, who's 18, apparently failed the medical. We still signed him. Now he's injured again. He ain't ready. He ain't fit. Oh, I think he just came back and played in the U21s and got a goal, but that's great. But we need him now. And we don't know how well is he going to do. We got Trent on towards the end. Had a chance with a header, but it's just not good enough. We weren't creating anything. When I saw the lineup, I told all of my friends, what is this team going to do? Yeah, it's good enough to beat Forest on paper, yeah. But I can tell that Curtis ain't good enough. People are going to hate me for this, but I love Harvey, yeah. He's playing for his boyhood club. I love him to bits. But he just ain't ready for first team football in the Premier League. He's supposed to be just a squad player, not in the starting lineup. Come in here and there. Same with Carvalho, play in the cup games. Our fans just hype him way too much, man. He's overhyped at times. But these players like Naby, Ox, Curtis, Milner, they all gotta go, man. We have owners whose ambitions are just finishing the top four. Win a cup or anything else, that's a bonus. If you win any of the major trophies, it's a bonus. Because all they care about is top four. And then Jurgen Klopp, who is literally Mr. Sentimental, shows way too much loyalty. You gotta be ruthless, man. Keeping players at the club longer than they should be. Nat Phillips as well. It took so long until we allowed Divock Origi to go. I love him, by the way. He's a Liverpool legend. or called hero. But yeah, we hold on to these players for way too long. Had enough, man. I've had enough. Yeah, we can talk about injuries and we can talk about how those players hardly played with each other the other day. But I don't want to hear about the early kickoff. Yeah, it was a third time playing in the afternoon. And what happened the first two times? We drew both to Fulham, first game of the season, and in the Merseyside derby away at Goodison. And now a defeat at the City Ground. We haven't won a single away game this season. And I don't know when's the next one is going to come. I don't know. Obviously, we got Ajax tomorrow. I'll put out my prediction tomorrow before the game. And yeah, we got Leeds at home and then Spurs away and then Southampton at home before the World Cup. But right now, we need to make sure we qualify to the knockout stages of the Champions League. I don't care if we finish second, just qualify, yeah? Make it out of this group. As for the Prem, I don't know where do we go from here. I don't know what are we gonna do. I don't think Klopp knows our best 11, especially now that we got so many injuries. But yeah, I hope to see Konate, Thiago, Nunes all back tomorrow. Diaz and Jota, we know they are long term. They'll be back after the World Cup, and that's why I'm worried. That what are we gonna do in our attack? And you know what, guys? I've said this before the season. I've said it on multiple platforms, and people shot me down for it. Like, oh, why are you so worried? What are the odds of like all four or five of our attackers getting injured? Now three of them are out. Jota, Diaz, and Nunes. I've said if he got only five, how did we let Minamino go, Divock Origi, and Sadio Mane go, and only got in Darwin Nunez? Oh, because Luis Diaz, we got him in Jan. He's a replacement for Sadio, and Carvalho is an attacker. He can play in the front three. That's what Klopp is doing, playing him on the left when his best position is in the 10 or anywhere in the midfield three. Obviously, we don't play that formation anymore. Speaking of formation, Klopp doesn't even know if he should revert back to 4-3-3 or play this 4-4-2 or 4-2-4, whatever you want to call it. He doesn't know his best team, best 11, and he doesn't know his best formation. He's clueless right now. Beat City a week later, lose to the bottom side of the table. Typical Liverpool Football Club. And you know what was one of the hot takes that I said before the season? I've got receipts that watch Nottingham Forest take points off the big sides in at least one of the fixtures. I even said about my own club that I won't be surprised seeing us going to their ground and struggling. When we played in the cup game last season, we won 1-0, but they played well. Obviously, it wasn't our first team. There's context to it, but you get what I mean. For these bottom sides, for them, it means everything to them. That is why they want to get promoted and play all these big teams. And if they beat us, it's like a bonus for them. But that was literally European heritage game, with both sides winning the champs before. But anyways, I digress. You know, if I actually filmed my post-match reaction after the game or do a watch along or my live reactions, I wouldn't be this calm. But obviously, I've got a day or two to reflect on it now. But I don't know what to say. I don't even know about top four right now. I don't know about top six. Newcastle's doing well. They're overachieving. Arsenal, even though they drop points, they're still top. We don't have to talk about City. For me, they're still going to be champions. Spurs lost, but they're only 3 points behind City. Potter is making Chelsea hard to beat now with so many clean sheets. They shared points with United. United, like I said before, they're improving. So, what are we doing? And obviously, to rival fans, I know you've been waiting for this moment because we've been so good for so many years. So now it's your time to banter us. We have to take it, but we have to admit that we're crap right now. I can't defend any of these players at the moment. I can't defend the manager. He's stubborn at times. Can't defend the owners. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to mention about this other player, Flacco, Fabinho, man. He just turned 29, so happy birthday, Flacco. But I don't know if he's on a decline. But this season, I don't know what's wrong with him, man. Maybe Rebecca just gotta have a heart-to-heart conversation with him and I don't know, wake him up. Because from being one of the best CDMs in the world, now I don't know if he's even good enough for the championship. The way he's playing. All these players, man. Joe Gomez. Absolutely abysmal. It was dreadful, man. Like I said, only Milner, 37 years old James Milner, our captain on the day. Him coming out of that game with his head held high. The rest of them, they all need to get their shit together, yeah? Because if not, I'm going to lose it even more than this. And I might even get canceled, you know. But for now, it is what it is. On to the next one. Champions League night, back again. And then Leeds on Saturday. That's it for the video. Please smash a like if you haven't. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.